What's up, YouTube? It's Dan from Daft Previews, and I'm back once again. I've got another 3 NBA player props you are not going to want to miss. We got cooked on the hook on our last video, so recap's coming at the end, so stick around for that one. Let's get straight into our very first pick. I'm liking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 32.5 points. Now, SGA has covered this line of 14 of 30 games so far this season. He's averaging 31.2 points per game. He's up against the Boston Celtics, and I absolutely love this matchup. The Celtics only allow the third least points in the league this season, although they are absolutely awful at defending point guards. They allow the third most points to point guards this season, and if you remember, we took Cade Cunningham overs against Boston for the very same reasons we're taking SGA tonight. Now, over SGA's last 5 games, he's covered this line in 4 of them, averaging 33.6 points per game. The game he went under, he scored 24 points against the Brooklyn Nets, where he only attempted 15 shots, his third lowest volume of shot attempts all season. In that game, the Thunder saw 6 players scoring double figures in that game. Great performances from Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, and Cassian Wallace off the bench. SGA, Holmgren, and J-Dub weren't required to put up a big scoring line in that 16-point win. So this game is going to be very different. Up against the number 1 team in the East, the Boston Celtics, where the Thunder, they're 2.5-point underdogs in this one. SGA is going to need to have a big game if there's any chance to come out on top on this one. So SGA has got a diverse scoring style. He's efficient and crafty. He excels in creating his shot off the dribble, utilizing a variety of moves such as crossovers, hesitation dribbles, and changes of pace to navigate through the defense. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander also possesses a reliable mid-range game, using pull-up jumpers and step backs to create separation from defenders. His shooting range extends to the three-point line, where he has shown improvement and consistency over his career. What sets him apart? The basketball IQ, baby. It allows him to read defenses and find scoring opportunities efficiently. He's not just a scorer, but a strategic player who understands when to attack, drive, or pull up for a shot, and that's why I love him to cover this line against the Celtics. Let's go, SGA. Our next pick, heading over to the big man, returning from injury, Joel Embiid. I like his over 35.5 points. Now, Joel's only covered this line in 9 of 25 games this season, averaging 35 points per game. His recent form is excellent. Some would say it's arousing, covering in 6 of 10 games, averaging 39.2 points per game. Now, Embiid, he is back from a 4-game absence due to an ankle sprain, looking to avenge a 76ers loss to the Bulls. There's no word of a minutes restriction, so I'm expecting full production from Embiid in this one. He's got an interesting matchup. Vucevic still injured, so Andre Drummond will get the start against Embiid. Drummond has been an absolute monster on the boards as of late, and he's on pace to have the highest rebounding rate in NBA history, if he can keep it up. Defensively, Andre Drummond not as stout as he once was, and he's up against the best scoring big man we've seen since Shaquille O'Neal. In recent games with Drummond starting at center, we've seen Miles Turner light him up for 24 points, and Clint Capella also covered his line, scoring 13 points too. Now, Joel Embiid is a dominant force on the court, particularly in scoring. His scoring style is marked by a blend of power, finesse, and skill that makes him a matchup nightmare for his opponents. In the post, Embiid's size, footwork, and agility are remarkable. He uses physicality to establish a deep position, then employs an array of moves such as drop steps, up and unders, and spin moves to finish around the basket. His footwork is especially impressive for a player of his size, allowing him to create space and score efficiently in the paint. Additionally, his shooting ability sets him apart from many other big men in the league. He has a smooth shooting stroke. He extends his range to the three-point line with accuracy. This shooting threat forces defenders to step out, opening up opportunities for him to attack the basket and showcase his mid-range game. Moreover, his ability to draw fouls is a significant part of his scoring arsenal. Embiid is adept at using his body to initiate contact and get through the free throw line, where he's a reliable scorer. Now, Embiid is too much for anyone to handle, and I love him to cover this line in this one. So let's go, Joel. 35.5 points. Andre Drummond's going to have nightmares. Now, before we get into the last pick, I want to give a shout out to Michael O'Donnell, 9477, who wins our comment of the day. He said that Nets v Thunder same game multi in the Discord today was so good it made my neighbors wet. Man, I love that type of energy because I put in the time and effort to find some arousing picks for you guys. And even though we might not win every single day, you can rest assured knowing I've spent a lot of time looking into these plays. If you appreciate the effort and love the presentation of these picks, be sure to smash that like button, sub to the channel if you're new, turn on the noties so you can get these picks before lines move, and watch this video till the end. So YouTube loves watch time, and the longer you watch it, the more likely YouTube is to spread it out to others. Now let's jump into my final pick. I love the cum bucket here. So Jonathan Kuminga, over 4.5 rebounds. Now the cum bucket, he's only covered this line in 13 of 31 games so far this season. He is averaging 4 rebounds per game. One of the rare bright spots for this underwhelming Warriors team so far this season, who's seen an uplift in his opportunities and his minutes thanks to Draymond and his jiu-jitsu-like suspension. Over his last 5 games, we've seen Kuminga cover this line in 4 of them, on his way to averaging 5.8 rebounds per game. He's up against the Orlando Magic today, who are a great rebounding team, and a strong effort on the glass from the Warriors will be needed if they're going to stay in this one. Kuminga's athleticism, it allows him to soar above opponents to secure rebounds, whether on the offensive or defensive end. He possesses a strong vertical leap. He's got quick reflexes and excellent instincts for tracking the ball off the rim. His physical tools, including his length and strength, give him an advantage when battling for position under the basket. What's notable about Kuminga's rebound style is relentless pursuit of the ball. He doesn't rely solely on his physical gifts. Instead, he exhibits a high motor and tenacity, always attacking the glass and fighting for boards. He's not afraid to dive into traffic or engage in a physical battle to secure possession for this team. He's up against Banchero today. And Banchero, he does not crash the offensive glass much at all. So I can see Kuminga leaving and sagging off Banchero on the weak side to grab some easy defensive boards, and for the cum bucket to sneak some on the offensive end as well. So let's go Kuminga. That's a wrap from the 3 picks, but we're not done here. Let's do a quick recap on the day that was. I shared, 5 picks, 4 players. We didn't finish too well. We finished 1.48 units in the negative. We had Jared Allen over 16.5 points. Feels like the second day in a row. We had a big man at the line, needed to make 2 free throws in order to cover, and he only splits them. So we fall half a point short. We took Pascal Siakam over points and assists. He cleared that in points alone today. We had Julius Randle in cover his points, and he blew that out of the water. I think 20 points or something at halftime. We had Rudy Gobert over 13.5 points. He shot like 35% from the field today, which is unbelievable considering he only takes layups and dunks the ball. So that's a tough beat. And we had a value play of Jared Allen, 20 points, 12 boards, 3 assists. I think he finished on 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. So we're close, but Jared Allen couldn't bring it home for us today. But overall, look, we're still profitable, 51.91 units on the season. You can see there the value play is still 45 units up, and the player props are at 15.9 units. So we're still looking pretty good. Hopefully we cash all 3 of these, scoop up some more units, and then we get back into it. But look, that's all I really got for you today. It's an absolute wrap. I've made a slight change to how I've edited these videos, so please let me know in the comment section if you rate it. Should I keep putting this much effort in, or should I just saddle it back and do what I was doing before and focus on the picks? But you let me know. Either way, I'm always open to some feedback. But if you haven't made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. And here's your favorite song.
Sub to the channel cause your boy's getting busy. Coming to your line from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice on the daily. It's all free, you don't even have to pay me.